Creating a bookstore with Claude by Carlos Mateo, Part 4. We will continue our work improving the bookstore. So now I'm going to add more fields to the author edit book page. So I'm going to identify the fields that I have on the schema on the table books and which are not on the screen for editing the books. So I'm asking Claude to add the fields. I'm running desk MySQL command in order to see the fields. I will add the field pages underscore PDF, which has the number of pages that a book has. Then I'm going for book creation date, which is the date in which the book was first created. And then I add book last update date. As we see, there is a confusion in this field because I created this field with the idea of having the last update from the author to the book. So the bookstore allows new version of the books to be uploaded and to be updated. So it's up to the author to update that field. But Claude is confusing it with an update to the row itself. So every time that I change, that an author edits the book, that field is updated. So now Claude is looking for the fields in order to add them to the form. It asks for some permissions as usual. I made this part to run at double speed because otherwise it's too slow. It's adding translations. Now it's editing bookformtype.php. Okay, it has added the fields. So now we reload. And now these fields appear: number of pages, book creation date, book last update. And this field is representing the last time I updated that register. So now I'm changing it to the date that the book was updated for last time. We will see the conflict later and we will resolve it. Here is the date picker, which Claude added itself. I don't like the format of the date because it's confusing, because in the States, for example, you use month, day, and year, but in Catalonia we use day, month, year. So at the end I prefer to use the format with the year in front, then the month, and then the day, which is international and everybody can understand it. So I will change it later. Okay, I have edited the fields. I'm gonna check that they are updated. As you can see, the book last update date was overridden by the last update of the row itself. So right now this field is not useful as it is. Now I'm gonna copy the text description I have on my page for the Python Combat Guide book. I'm gonna add it to the description. I'm pasting the text here over the last edit I had. And I'm copying this text. I will lose the format. I will lose the headers and the strong, the bold text. I will lose all of this, and I will have only plain text. A future feature will be to allow this field to be rich, but currently is only plain text. No bullet lists as well. Okay, so we have the text now, and we update the book. The thumbnail is displayed on the left. If we go to the home, we see the book with the new cover, and we see the date of the last updated. This field is also displayed on the bottom. I'm adding the book to the basket to test a bit of randomness, just to make sure everything is okay, but I'm not gonna to use it now. So I come back here, and I'm asking Claude to add a new field, which I name book declared last update. That's the last update date that the author declares. I don't like also here in Claude that the apostrophe are not the standard apostrophe. Is that one that is like in italic, which for copy and paste may cause problems. I prefer the straight apostrophe. And I also asked to update the docs scheme.md, where an explanation of the schema of the database is documented. I also want the command that I used to create the database for the first time and to update it to be updated. And I want the book page edit to have this new field and to be connected to the book declared last update instead of book last update, which was the last one that auto updates on every change to the book page. The most important to have a good result is to have a proper prompt to declare it correctly and in a specific and explicit way. Now I'm asking for the dates to be in the format that I want, which is 4 digits for the year, then dash 4 digits for the 2 digits for the month, dash 2 digits for the day. This is also speed up. Has updated the translation, the documentation, and now it tells me the command to update the database. I'm gonna open a new terminal from Docker Desktop to the container. I run bash, which is more nice than the shell that presents by default. I go to the project folder, and here I run the command for Symfony, which is php bin console, in this case schema update. It takes a while. I speed up this a bit. It took several seconds, but it's done. So now I reload this, and I see the new field. The dates are still in the format that I didn't want. Now I'm refreshing my memory about the last update. And I'm picking the date for this. May 2022. No. November. And now I'm using the snipping tool in order to grab a fragment of the screen, because I will tell Claude to fix this. So now I will paste the image. I tell it that the dates are not correct, that they should be displayed as I told before. And I set an example. Claude is very good in understanding examples. So I'm presenting an example, and I pasted the image, which is displayed in here. And we go. Now it's explaining the date picker that it was using is not using it anymore, as we changed the date format. It simply removed it. That's one problem of using AI, that it can remove functionalities in seconds. So I'm gonna tell that I want a date picker. Also, something that is not displayed in here is that I'm asking Claude to do the changes. Now it's doing the changes directly to the files. It's not working without work 3. And I review the changes, and I commit and push them to Git with PHP Storm. So I check everything that the AI is doing. It's very dangerous not to check it. Okay, so I reload the page now, and we have the date picker now, and it's in the format that I wanted. But I'm gonna check if I can inject like a wrong date. I updated, and it took it. I see the date because I put the garbage at the end of the string, but I want the software to validate that the dates picked are valid. And I'm gonna ask to use JavaScript before submitting, just to validate that the dates entered are valid or have a valid mask. So basically it has implemented a regex for 4-digit year. I guess I can use years like 9999, but at least I want to validate that the format, the basic format, is right. So now this is okay. One bad thing is that when I removed the garbage from the end, it cleared the field completely. So now I don't remember which dates were the right ones. So I reload the page. The browser is remembering the changes, so is displaying it as an empty mask. Now I'm gonna upload new files, new image files. Okay, I reload, so it will forget the dates from the browser will forget that those fields were emptied, and I load fresh from the page of author books, and it show the old books. I add the image now again and update the book. Okay, so now when I see from the home, still the date is wrong. Is displaying the date from the last update. And if I open the book, I see the new images in a small format, which is nice. I like it. But the date has to be fixed. We can see also that I can click in the author, and then the books from the author are displayed, which is something I requested in a previous video. So we are gonna fix the problems now with Claude. So in the home, where the books are displayed, and the author name, I'm gonna specify because when I described, one second, you can see that there is no table author or authors. The author comes from the table users. That's how I define it on the first video. And on the table users, I have a field public name, and that's the field that is displayed for the users and for the authors. So I'm gonna ask Claude to add the public name of the author to the home where the thumbnail of the books are displayed. I'm also gonna specify that if there is no public name, because it's not a mandatory field, then don't display the author name. I'm gonna rephrase this to be a bit more clear. Because I don't want to have general changes, I want a specific change. I also specify for the field PDF pages only to be displayed if it's greater than 0. Maybe we are selling EPUB books with no PDF version, or maybe the number of pages of the PDF is not specified, so we don't want to show that if it's empty. And then it's creating the changes. And it's done very, very quick. Reload, and we see now the author. We see also the pages on the books. Still the update for the book date is wrong. So I'm gonna fix that. On the bottom to the right, where it says Sonnet 4.6 low, it's specified how big is the context. So if the context gets too big, it's that circle with 1/4 in blue and the rest gray. Okay, this has fixed now. On the home we have the last declared update date. But in the page of the detail of the book, still is showing the book last update. So we are going to fix that. I was telling that if the context gets too big, then Claude will launch a compact, which usually takes several minutes, and compacts the context in order to be able to continue working. So now I tell that the field last updated that is displayed in the book should be changed to reflect the right field. And it's working. I'm using a plan of $18 per month, so it works well for me. I reload the page, and now we see that the last updated is displayed correctly, as expected. And now I'm going to edit another book. It's the automatic and provisioning for Amazon AWS from Python with the Boto 3 SDK. This is one of the most successful books I wrote because it helps to very quickly being able to deploy new instances, stop them, add storage, work with S3, upload files there, delete, etc. So I'm using now the tool to be able to update the book. So I'm using my own software, so I catch any bug. As you can see, like adjusting a software solution, a product, it's a slow process. I go to my page on LibPub. Here is the description, and I will copy the text as I did before with the Python Combat Guide. Now these books are a bit old now because are from 2022, but I'm using them as a proof of concept to set the store, and we will see later. Writing books is a long process. You need to work a lot on that. And now with the AI and the videos, it's not clear to me if it's worth it to write books anymore. Also, my experience in Amazon selling digital titles is no good, as I did not invest in their tools to promote the books. I think that they are not displayed as they should. That's my opinion. So I want now to add the category to which any book is associated. Currently, I only have two categories, which are technical books and novels, because these are the two main categories of books I write. And we reload. And we can see technical books.